When a novel is adapted into a motion picture, the author is often brought on set as a consultant. Veronica Roth graduated from the creative writing program at Northwestern University. Miss Roth is the #1 New York Times best-selling author of the Divergent book series, which has sold over 31 million copies.
Hi, I'm author Veronica Roth. You're watching Made in Hollywood, and here is a scene.
We've created a society in which each faction plays a critical role in maintaining the social order. And it is up to all of us to take a stand against its one true enemy, divergence.
I'm always so excited when I watch a movie based off of a book that I love and that I've read because I want to know what they've taken out and how it compares to my initial vision. So how does that work for you as the author?
Well, you get a little bit of practice letting go of it once the book comes out, because every reader has a different interpretation of what characters look like or what scenes look like, and they draw fan art and they send it to you. So I feel like I've been letting go and letting people interpret the work since it's come out.
You are living proof that the Divergent problem has grown beyond all control.
But as far as the movie goes, I think it's important for me to be really aware that these are different mediums. You know, that what works in a book doesn't necessarily work on the screen. And so for me, the priority is to keep the characters feeling the same. And it's helpful that these movies have such a great cast because they really understand the characters and want to be faithful to them.
I know you're angry, but you're letting it consume you.
We all want to know how you got your book published, the first book, Divergent. So early, you were so young, right out of college. How do you get a book published?
Well, that's a good question. I asked Google when I started. So I've been writing every day since I was 11, and I just kept doing it for fun. I was studying writing in college, but Divergent was not a part of that. I didn't write it for school. And when I finished, I just thought that I should see what I could do with it, because I think at that point I knew that I would write no matter what happened. You know, if it became a book, if it didn't, I was just gonna do this with my free time no matter what. So it was like really low risk situation. Anyway, I sent out a summary of the project to agents, because if you want to be published by a major publisher, you need a literary agent to submit your work. And I got interest from an agent, and then, you know, she pitched the book and sent it to people at publishers, and it all just happened in a kind of whirlwind.
You found it. The future our people deserve.
So you always knew that you wanted to be an author. You've always been writing. But after that, what steps do you take then to move your career forward?
Once I had a good sense of the process, I did a lot of research, basically. So you don't want to just work with whoever will work with you. You want to work with people who understand your work, who understand you, and who have a good relationship with you, because presumably you're in it for the long haul. So I did a lot of research on the kinds of people I would like to work with, and mostly, I mean, the real work of getting published is in making your writing better. So I did a lot of revising, and, you know, cannot emphasize enough how much revising. So that was really it. I mean, I tried to understand the industry and pay attention to what was happening in it, but mostly I worked really hard on you know, the actual book itself.
What does Janine think is in that box, Caleb?
I don't know, but she's testing divergence. Searching for the one who can open it.
What advice do you have for any young aspiring authors who want to really succeed in this industry?
My advice is basically to learn how to fall in love with the act of writing itself and just detach yourself from the results that you want, you know, because you might want a book to get published, but if you're not more focused on getting better as a writer than you are on getting a book published, then it's not going to go well for you. So focus on the writing.
You are the key, Triss, to rescue what little civilization we have left.
Made in Hollywood.